Assalamu alaikum everyone, Zainab here. Thanks for coming back for part 2 of this book for today. So I'm just going to read you the third component that the opposition party used to isolate the opposition party, which were the followers of Ali and therefore the followers of the Prophet, peace be upon him and his family, and hijack Islam. The first component being isolating them economically, the second component was isolating them socially, and the third component is politically. Despite enforcing a severe blockade, the confiscation of the monetary rights, and the isolation of Ali alayhi salam from the society, which turned people's attention away from him, as we have explained, the ruling party was not satisfied with all these measures, so it resorted to isolating Ali politically, excluding him from all apparatuses of the state and not permitting him to participate in any official position or any responsibility. Although they appointed permissive Umayyads who fought Islam during the lifetime of the Prophet, such rulers kept Imam Ali alayhi salam away from the stage of political activity for 1/4 of a century during the lifetime of Abu Bakr, Umar, and Uthman. While some Sahaba who were appointed governors were hoarding wealth and treasuring gold and silver at the Muslims' expense, Ali alayhi salam was watering the palm trees owned by the Jews in order to earn his livelihood with the sweat of his brow. Thus did the gate of knowledge, the nation's scholar, and the standard bearer of the Sunnah remain confined inside his house, not appreciated except by a handful of the downtrodden who remained loyal to him, receiving guidance from him and upholding his rope. During his own caliphate, Imam Ali alayhi salam tried in vain to bring people back to the Quran and the prophetic Sunnah because they became fanatical in their support of the ijtihad, which Umar had invented, and some of them even publicly cried out, "Wa sunnata Umara!" Oh, what a great Sunnah Umar has brought us. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. This is not an allegation, but the fact agreed upon by the consensus of all Muslims, and which they recorded in their Sahih books, and with which every researcher and man of fairness is familiar. Imam Ali alayhi salam used to know the entire text of the Holy Quran by heart and was familiar with all its injunctions. He was the first person to compile it, as Al-Bukhari himself testifies, whereas neither Abu Bakr nor Umar nor Uthman knew it by heart, nor did they know its injunctions. Historians went as far as counting as many as 70 instances when Umar said, "Lawla Ali la halaka Umar." Had it not been for Ali, Umar would have surely perished. And his own telling Abu Bakr, "May I not live in any period of time without Al-Hasan's father." Alright, and there you have it. There's a footnote here. It says, Umar's ignorance regarding the distribution of the legacy of a man who leaves neither parents nor offspring behind and who has no will is quite famous in the books of Sunnah. The same is true about his ignorance of the injunctions relevant to tayammum. Tayammum? Is that how to pronounce it? It's like the dry wudu that you do with dirt instead of water. These are all known to everyone, as Al-Bukhari indicates on page 90, volume 1 of his Sahih Al-Bukhari. Okay, so it's not written here, but I'm going to tell you, you'll find it, like I said, Sahih Al-Bukhari, page 90, volume 1. They were traveling with Umar, and it was time to pray. They didn't have any water. Well, they didn't have enough water to do wudu. So Umar said, "Okay, don't pray then. We don't have water, we can't do wudu, so don't pray." And the Sahaba, or those people who were with him, had to remind him about tayammum because he obviously forgot about it. Because if he had remembered about it, he would have said, "Okay, let's do tayammum so we can pray." Dummy. He's a dummy. And anyone who follows him is a dummy. Okay. Please stay tuned, as tomorrow I'm going to begin a section of the book called Ahl Sunnah are not familiar with the Prophet's Sunnah, inshaAllah. Until then, stay blessed.